Okay, everyone, so time's up. Can I have a person read this question for us before I start marking it? Lee Hugh, can you read the question for us?
Tracy bought a pack of M&M chips. After she ate some, the ratio of the numbers of chips she ate to the number of the remaining chips in the pack was 3 to 5. If she eats 50 chips more, then the new ratio would be 7 to 5. How many M&M chips were there in the pack when Stacy bought it?
Thank you. So, okay, so we'll start marking this. Wait. Anyway, so you know that after she ate some chips, the ratio of number of chips that she ate to the number of remaining chip is 3.5. So we'll draw a table for that as it looks easier. It looks better. So amount she ate, remaining so the ratio of the amount of chips she ate is 3. The remaining amount is 5, and the total is 8 units. And then, next is if she ate some chip, the ratio will be so similarly. I'll draw the same table. So the ratio. So amount she ate is 7. The remaining amount of chip is 5, and the total is 12. So then we know that the total, because as we calculate both the amount she ate and the remaining amount, so the total amount of chip there is always stay the same. Therefore, we'll find the least common multiple of 8 and 12. I'm not gonna calculate that, but it's 48. Therefore, the total chip is 48 unit. So then we can time that into the table. Wait, let me change color. So like the total is 48. So 8 times 6 equals 48. If the total is times by 6, so this should also be times by 6. 33 should also be times by 6, which is 18. And 12 times by 4 equal to 48. So 5 should also be times by 4. Okay, so now, oh wait. So 7 times 4 is 28. So now we know over here that after she eat 50 more chips, so we have the amount she ate was the ratio was 18, but then after she eats some more chip, the ratio go up to 28. So 28 minus 18 equals 10 units, and 10 units is 50 chips, as we know here. So which means 1 unit is 5 chips, and the total amount of chip is 48 units. So just 48 times 5, 240 chips in total. So our answer is C, 240. Are there any questions?
Teacher, I don't understand how you get 48.
So I find the least common multiple of the 8 and 12. So 8 and 12 are the total, right? It should be equal. However, as it is in ratio, so then the number was timed by different numbers to get this. I'm not sure. So then I find the least common multiple, which is of 8 and 12, which is 48. And that should be like the total unit of the amount of chip in total. Does that answer the question, or do I need to show you how to do least common multiple?
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Are there any other questions? Okay, so seeing as there are none, we'll move on to the next question, number 11. I'll give you guys 3 minutes to work on this. Okay, so time's up. I'll give you the answer for question 11. But before that, can we have someone read this question for us? Nu Yongfeng. I'm sorry, I don't know if I say your name correctly. Can you please read the question for us?
The minute hand of a certain clock is 3 times as long as the hour hand. In 24 hours, the tip of hour and minute hands traveled 1,036 times pi centimeters in total. How long is the hour hand of the clock? Use pi equals 22/7.
Okay, so first I'll give the explanation. We'll let R be the length of the hour hand. And since we know that the minute hand is 3 times as long as the hour hand, so we'll let 3R be the length of the minute hand. So we know that the clock have 12 hours. So in that 12-hour distance, we'll find out how. Okay, so to know how far the hour hand has traveled in 24 hours. So we know that the hour hand is a radius. The length of the hour hand is the radius. And we can figure out the circumference of the hour hand in 12 hours. So as the clock only have 12 hours on there, and then we can time by 2 to get the 24 hours. And so in 12 hours, the distance, wait, my handwriting is getting, the distance travel so the distance traveled by the hand is 2 times pi times r. As we know that the formula for circumference of a circle is diameter times pi. And we have the radius right now, which is the length of the hour hand, times 2, which get diameter times pi. So that's so this one is for like the circumference of the circle, the distance traveled by the hour hand in 12 hours. Then next is we'll find the distance traveled by the minute hand in an hour. So as the minute hand, when it goes around one full circle on the clock, that's only 1 hour. So to find that, we'll also use so the circumference of that circle created by the minute hand as it travel in 1 hour is 2 times pi times 3r. 3r is the radius, the length of the minute hand, times 2. That's the diameter times pi similarly. So like it's the same formula. And to simplify this, it's 6 times pi times r. As 3 times 2 is 6. Oh. And so this number that they give us is the total, like in 24 hours, is like the total distance traveled by both the hour and the minute hand. So to get that, so we have the distance traveled by the hour hand in 12 hours. However, we're trying to find 24 hours, right? So we'll 2 times this distance that we already have. So that's like to get 24, the distance traveled by the hour hand in 24 hours, plus the 24 times 6 times pi times r. So this is the, or here is the distance traveled by the minute hand in an hour. However, we're trying to find 24 hours, which is why we're timing it by 24. So next, we'll just have to simplify this equation that we have. So 2 times 2 is 4 times pi times r, plus 24 times 6 is 114 times pi times r. And then 4 plus 144 is 148 times pi times r equal, and we know that 1036 times pi is equal to 148 times pi times r. So if we take out these 2 pi, it shows the 1036 equal 148 r. So r equal 1036 over 148, which equals to 7. So r is 7 centimeter. So our answer is A. Are there any questions? Any questions? Okay, seeing as there are none, we'll move on to the next question, number 12. So I'll give you 2 minutes for this, as I'm trying to get through 7 questions today. So I'll give you guys the answer to this question. So in mathematics, the product of the first n positive integer is written as n factorial equal to n time n minus 1 time blah blah until 1. So for example, 2 factorial equal to 2 times 1. 7 factorial is 7 times 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 until 1. And how many consecutive digits 0 is at the end of the 8 factorial plus 9 factorial? So to answer your question, the word consecutive is like you continue to plus that number on and on, like the number near each other. So like, wait. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, that's a consecutive number as it goes in order with each other. So trying to find is how many consecutive digits 0 is at the end of 8 factorial plus 9 factorial. So like how many 0 are at the end of 8 and 9. So like example 36,000. So it shows that there's 3 consecutive 0 in this, or 3606. Although there's 4 0 in there, however, there's only 3 consecutive 0, which is like the 0 that is like go in order at the end. That's what we're trying to find. So to give them the answer, so 8 factorial plus 9 factorial equals to 8 factorial times 1 plus 8 factorial times 9, as 9 factorial is like 9 times 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, well, 8 factorial is 8 times 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So then it's like just 8 factorial times 9 equal to find 9 factorial. So if we factor that, it equals to 8 factorial factor times 1 times 9, which, oh, sorry. It's actually 1 plus 9, which equals to 8 factorial times 10. So then 8 factorial times 10, that's already a guaranteed 0 at the very end. So then we already have 1 0. However, so 8 factorial equals 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 5 and 2 times together equals 10. So this is the only pair that makes that times to 10. And if a number times by 10, obviously there's going to be 1 0 at the very end of that product. Similarly, if it times by 10 two times, so there's going to be 2 0 at the end. So right now we have in 8 factorial times 10, we already have two consecutive 10 that you have to time it by, which also means like there's 2 consecutive 0 at the end of this product. So our answer is B. Are there any questions? So seeing as there are none, we'll move on to the next question as we started class a bit late today. So I'll give you 2 minutes to work on this. Okay, so I'll give you the answer for this. Four identical triangles are placed side by side on a 28 cm by 20 cm rectangular piece of paper in two different ways as shown in figure A and B. What is the difference in perimeter of the shaded region of figure A and B? So we'll find the perimeter of figure A. So if you know, the formula for perimeter should be 2 times side plus side. So like 2 times width plus length. So the width is 20 plus 28. So that's our perimeter equals to 96 cm. And next we'll let, so no, it takes too much time to write. So we'll let x be the length of the four rectangle, which means that this is x, while while y will be the width of the rectangle. So this is y. Actually, no, I'll change. So this will be y. While this can be x. So basically in figure B, so this is x, while this is y, similar to the figure A as well. So then the length, so figure B will be y plus 2, oh sorry, figure B will be x plus 2y equal 28. And the perimeter, so we'll find the perimeter of the shaded region of figure B. Twenty times 20 minus 2 y plus 2 times 20 minus x plus 2 times 28, which equals to 40 minus 4y plus 40 minus 2x plus 56, which equals to 136 minus 2 times x plus x times 2 x times x, sorry, 136 minus 2 times x plus 2y, which should equal to 136 minus 2 times 28, as we know that x plus 2y equal to 28, equals to 80 cm, which makes B our answer. Are there any questions? Oh, it's actually, wait, I forgot this. It's actually parameter of shaded region of figure B. Wait, I can. Sorry, I was going a bit too fast as we need to finish. Oh, and also up here is also parameter of shaded region of figure A. Are there any questions? If there are none, I'll send this in the group chat and I'll fix the answer. Seeing as there are none, we gone a bit over time today, so that's the end of our class. I'll see you guys next week, and feel free to message me if there are any questions. Just message me in the group chat or privately, preferably private.
Bye, teacher.
Bye, teacher.
Bye, teacher.
Bye,
Thank you so-
teacher.
Bye, guys.